My boyfriend and my elder brother are deadly rivals in the business field. They declared that they would never coexist peacefully, and there would be no marriage alliance between the two families. Boyfriend, he is so ugly. His sister must be an ugly monster. I don't even want to see her. Elder brother, my sister is as beautiful as a fairy. He is a toad wanting to eat swan meat. Me. Leo. I will take his life sooner or later. Early in the morning. My elder brother Chase was getting angry downstairs. I hurried to ask what was the reason. When he saw me, he stylishly pushed back his hair on his forehead. Nothing. The company's god of wealth has been replaced by Ultraman. Me. That's too much. The new employees and the company each got a t-shirt. On the front it says, "Welcome to Pays." I nodded and my expression softened. This is not so bad. But on the back it says, "That's because you can't get into Goose." Me. Well. At a glance. It's Leo's doing. Brother. Calm down. I can't calm down. Me. At this time. My phone rang. It was Leo. I hid in the corner of the sofa before daring to look. Baby. Are you awake? I'm in a particularly good mood today. Shall I take you to see Ultraman? Me. See your big head. My brother is going to chop you with a knife. I almost cursed out loud. But I quickly stopped. Leo still doesn't know that I am Chase's sister. According to the situation where they fight every day, I still can't reveal my identity. As the eldest lady of the Pei family, my identity has always been kept secret. The first time I saw Leo in person was during a trip. At that time, I had just returned to the country and was quite bold. When we took a liking to each other and got into a good conversation, we did everything that should be done. Who let Leo be such a handsome guy? Although I had known him for a long time from my elder brother's mouth full of curses all day long, I knew that he was my elder brother's deadly enemy. And Leo is also very honest. After confirming the relationship, he reported his family background. He didn't want to have a secret relationship at all. He also wanted to inquire about my family. Rainy, is your family also from City S? His sincere eyes looked at me moistly. In a moment of impulse, I lied. My family sells roast ducks in the vegetable market. He believed it. For this reason, I kept making up lies and sent him roast ducks every day. Damn it, this roast duck is still made by my elder brother. I feel sorry for my elder brother. So I always give him half of the chocolates that Leo makes for me. My elder brother doesn't like sweets. But because it was sent by his sister, he was quite happy and even took it to the company to show off. Help don't let the two of them meet. I pray every day that my elder brother and Leo can bury the hatchet. However, the result is their relationship is getting worse and worse. At the end of the month, Pay's food industry and Goose Free launched new products at the same time. One implies that your family's products are unpalatable. One implies that your family's products are ugly. I heard that at the promotion site. The employees of the two companies almost got into a fight. I happened to be nearby. When I saw my own employees causing trouble, I hurried to break up the fight. As a result, I don't know who hit me. Me? Very speechless. Fortunately, it was only a minor injury and I didn't need to go to the hospital. But someone took a video. Good news, because my identity hasn't been made public. It didn't cause a big stir. Bad news, my elder brother and Leo both saw it. They called me at the first time. My elder brother, you are my sister. This matter can't be let go. Leo, you are my girlfriend. We must pursue it to the end. I have a headache. Although I have been looking for an opportunity to confess. At this point, it really won't work. I'm afraid that my elder brother and Leo will be so angry that they will tie me up by the seaside again and say, "Choose between your elder brother and your boyfriend." It's so terrifying. I often dream of this scene recently. Therefore, I used all my eloquence to persuade them. The four Uncharted said that I shouldn't get involved in lawsuits this year. Hearing this, the two of them gave up. But in a blink of an eye, the two directly started arguing on the media. Media. Both of you are outstanding talents in this city. Have you ever thought about cooperation? My elder brother. We will have nothing to do with each other. Leo. 1. For they are both people who always keep their words. I am so annoyed that I roll around on the bed. After a while, Leo called me on time as usual. The big president quarreled with others during the day and at night. With a hoarse voice, he pretended to be a dog. Baby, I miss you. He went to our love nest but didn't see me. I miss him too. But as I raised my eyes, my elder brother was looking at me. I hurriedly hung up the phone. Who were you talking to? Are you in love? Character. Family background. Occupation. He asked several questions in a row and confused me. After a long time he sighed. Forget it. Having a boyfriend is also a good thing. Me? I didn't understand. Why? The old men in the company, for the sake of the company, want to match you up with Leo. Isn't it crazy? Yes. If the two families are to stiff with each other, it is not conducive to development. So the old director of the company has made such a proposal. If my elder brother can't do it, then I will. Wonderful. I agree. I blurted out instantly. What old man? He is my kind grandpa. Okay? My elder brother is puzzled. I am afraid that my elder brother will see through something. So I hurriedly say seriously. Well, I have been eating and drinking for free for so long. It's time to contribute to the company. I swear I just said it casually. But unexpectedly, my elder brother's eyes turned red. Sister, you have grown up. But don't worry. Even if I beg on the street, I will never sell you. At worst, I will beg with you. 5. As soon as my elder brother left, Leo called me again. I have to say, he is really clingy. But I like it very much. As soon as I picked up the phone, I heard that Leo was no longer as tender as before. He was even a little fierce. My dad asked me to go on a blind date with Chase's sister. He is really senile and crazy. Chase is so ugly. How can his sister be good-looking? Isn't he afraid of tainting our family's genes? I was hit hard. Leo, this is your fault. You haven't seen her. How can you say she is ugly? And Chase doesn't seem muggly either. He is quite handsome. They are siblings. My elder brother's dignity is my dignity. But as soon as I finished speaking, Leo's voice cooled down. Rainy. Why are you like this? In my eyes, there is no other woman except you. And you actually think other men are handsome? You are great. He angrily hung up the phone. 6. The next day, both my elder brother and I had dark circles under our eyes. My elder brother gritted his teeth. Leo agreed to the blind date. Is he crazy? How dare he agree? Has he been coveting you for a long time? A toad wants to eat swan meat. He is so ugly and dares to. I can't listen anymore. Brother. He is not that ugly. I have good taste. My elder brother's words are really hurtful to my self-esteem. But in the next second, my elder brother looked at me pitifully. At such a young age, your eyes are not good. Rainy. Let me ask you a question. Ask. Who is more handsome? Me or Leo? A difficult question. You are handsome. Really? Really? Then why is there a magazine with Leo on the cover in your bag? You are abnormal. You peeked into my bag? Lulu bit it out. Don't you know that even the dog in my house hates him? Turning around. My little Bichon Frise Lulu is using the magazine to fill the doghouse. Rainy. Brother may break off relations with you for a while. Since you like that ugly man Leo. Then go on a blind date. After saying that, he picked up Lulu and said cheerfully. Who doesn't know that Leo's pictures are all heavily photoshopped? Someone is going to be disappointed. I will go. Wait until I bring him back and scare you to death. 7. This morning, I sat in a high-end restaurant for a full 2 hours. Leo didn't come for the agreed blind date. I was a little angry waiting. After all, I am also the eldest lady of the Pei family. He actually stood me up. I was finally provoked by my elder brother and wanted to take him home. After all, we have been in a relationship for so long. It's not too much to have a meal at home. He actually broke the appointment. But on second thought, Leo doesn't know that I am Rainy. Isn't his breaking the appointment just his loyalty to me? Well, I am not angry anymore. Soon, my phone rang. Leo's message. The man's attitude is neither cold nor enthusiastic. Obviously, he is still angry about last night. I am on a blind date with Chase's sister. Do you want to come and save me? I was angry and amused. He is on a blind date with a ghost. Wait. He said this on purpose to make me jealous? Little fellow. Quite pretentious. I immediately replied, really? Is she beautiful? Leo, if she is not beautiful, can I go on a blind date with her? Oh, then be gentle with her. Leo didn't reply. I guess he is so angry. Akai left the restaurant happily and wondered if I should go and coax Leo. After all, this person has a bad temper when angry and likes to go on a shopping spree. Last time I made him angry by praising someone else's good looks. As a result, he went to France and bought several boxes of things for me. Even a fool can see that he is anxious and worried that I will change my mind and spend money on me. But he is still stubborn and says to me with a full face of conspiracy, "Huh. Keep pretending. Don't think I don't know you have difficulty in choosing. There are so many clothes. See how you choose in the morning. Let you be troubled." This is the consequence of making me angry. Although later every morning he would match clothes for me. But his behavior of wasting money is really not recommended. To prevent this from happening again, I'd better go and coax him. Before going, I sent a text message to my elder brother, indicating that I will stay in my own apartment tonight and not go back. I was perfunctory like this before. He never doubts. When I arrived at the love nest of Leo and me, hearing from the nanny that he is at home, I tiptoe upstairs. From the study to the bedroom, I find that the lights are off. Why isn't the light on when someone is upstairs? I suspected that Leo wasn't there and was about to go downstairs. As I turned around, my arm was grabbed by a big hand. Suddenly, I directly bumped into a hard and hot chest. In a trance, a handsome face enlarged in front of me. Leo. He put his arm around me and turned around. With his knee slightly bent, he pressed me against the wall and kissed me. He didn't let me go until I was out of breath. The breaths of the two intertwined. He looked at me. His eyes red. "You still know to come back?" This statement was as if I was carousing every night outside, and leaving him alone at home like a little resentful husband. However, I always kept in mind that I was here to coax him. In the next second, I hooked my arm around his neck. "Okay. Don't be angry anymore. I won't say that Chase is handsome anymore, although he is also a handsome guy. In my heart, you are the most handsome," I said seriously to Leo. Perhaps speaking like this was more credible. And Leo's complexion improved a bit. I took advantage of the victory and pinched his tie. Just talking is useless. Shall I prove it with actions? Leo's face gradually turned purple. "I want you to prove it." He bit my earlobe. And the skirt fluttered in the air. 9. Probably after an hour. Leo was still not satisfied. At this time, there was a knock on the door. Then came the movement of the nanny living downstairs running to open the door. "Is Leo here?" "Damn Leo." The door wasn't closed tightly. I could hear the voice downstairs clearly. It was my elder brother. Why did he come here? Coming to Leo's house late at night? Could it be that he's looking for me? Does he know that Leo and I have an affair? It's over. This relationship can be exposed. But isn't this scene too embarrassing now? Leo's interest was disturbed. And his face was full of displeasure. I even pushed him off the bed all at once. Baby, in addition to being angry at my elder brother, he didn't forget to act aggrieved towards me. But I couldn't take care of his emotions. I pointed my toes at him. You go downstairs first. No matter what. Being caught in bed by my own elder brother is so embarrassing. Leo tittied up his appearance and went downstairs with a cold face. I also quickly tittied myself up, worried that he would fight with my elder brother. Whom should I help then? It's so troublesome. However, as soon as I walked out of the room, I heard that the voices downstairs began to be abnormal. Different from what I thought. My elder brother. Is my younger sister here? She didn't go home after going on a blind date with you. And her phone couldn't be reached either. Did you bring her here because you were attracted by her beauty and had evil intentions? Leo laughed. Are you kidding? I haven't even seen your younger sister. Did I kidnap her? My elder brother couldn't hold back anymore. What? You actually stood me up? Nonsense. I have a girlfriend. Why would I go on a blind date with your younger sister? You bastard. My elder brother's fist hardened. But to be honest, Leo deserved a beating. With such a sharp tongue, he didn't show any consideration for this good elder brother who came to look for his younger sister in the middle of the night. Thinking of this, I sighed softly. Alas. I'm really sorry for my elder brother. I'll go downstairs and apologize. I took a step suddenly. This voice came from downstairs. Who is it? Making so much noise late at night. Don't you let people sleep? Such a familiar voice. Damn. Leo's younger sister Claire. When did she return to the country? I quickly withdrew my stepped foot. I can't let this little girl recognize me. Absolutely not. Watching quietly and waiting for developments. I only felt that it suddenly became quiet downstairs. Why are you here? My elder brother and Leo spoke at the same time. But with different tones. Leo was just curious. And my elder brother. 3 parts shocked. 3 parts disappointed. And 4 parts pained. The next sentence well explained everything. My elder brother's hoarse voice sounded. You broke up with me just for him? 10. I got the scoop on my own elder brother. Oh, and also on that little girl Claire. The day I had a falling out with her, I belittled each other's elder brother with the most hurtful words in the world. It was the kind of sour grapes mentality. Unexpectedly, I was slapped in the face. So was she. However, from my elder brother's tone, it sounded like he was dumped. So embarrassing. Just as I was thinking, Leo went upstairs. Where's my elder brother? I blurted out in a low voice. Leo was stunned. Your elder brother? My mind went blank. I was still thinking about whether to explain or confess. Leo directly came up and rubbed my head. Baby. Are you scared, silly? It's not your elder brother. Just a jerk. Don't worry about him. Me. At this time, there was no movement downstairs. Where are the people downstairs? I had no mood to discuss politeness issues with Leo. Gone. Gone? Then. Right. Why did I hear a girl's voice downstairs? My younger sister. She left with me. She left with that man? Nice try. She was sent away by the people I called. As for Chase, he left with red eyes long ago. He is probably one of the men my sister is tired of playing with. Useless thing. Always running away. Leo was smoking a cigar. Extremely content. Me. Claire is really amazing. Should I also dump Leo to boost his morale? In high school, Claire and I were desk mates for a year. We have opposite personalities. I like leisure and my dream is to be a wealthy idler. She loves to manage things and her dream is to be a female entrepreneur. But this doesn't affect our good relationship. Besides wanting to be an entrepreneur, Claire also has a dream of family strife. She wants to inherit the family business. But unfortunately she has an older brother. So she hopes her brother will marry into another family. I think you are very suitable. You are so beautiful. Go and seduce my brother. Maybe my brother will even give up the family property. She also took out a photo of her brother. Yes. It's Leo. When my brother returns from studying abroad, I will introduce you to. I was drooling over the photo. With sharp eyebrows and starry eyes, thin lips and a straight nose. What a handsome guy. Okay. I quickly agreed. In return, I also introduced my brother to Claire. Don't you want a handsome but useless man? I introduce my brother to you. Here. This is my brother's photo. Not inferior to your brother. Right? Sure enough. Leo was very satisfied. Not inferior. Not inferior. The bridge of friendship was quickly established. At that moment, we were both devoutly waiting for each other's brother to return from studying abroad. However, a minute later I began to wake up. If my brother marries you and marries into your family, what about my family's company? You go for it, but managing the company is not my dream. Then why did you introduce your brother to me? By the way, your brother is not suitable. How can I marry the heir of another company? What if I am framed and swallowed up? Give me back my brother's photo. I won't introduce you anymore. The face of a high school student can change in an instant. The photo of the handsome guy was snatched away, and I almost cried. Fortunately, I held back and snatched the photo back from Claire's hand. You also give me back my brother's photo. I don't care about your brother at all. Your brother is not good looking at all. Your brother is not good looking either. Your brother has a small mouth and looks unfaithful at first sight. Your brother has a small nose and looks no good at first sight. After many years, when I think about it, I am no longer angry. Moreover, being with Leo also has a bit of unresolved feeling from that year. But what was I thinking back then? What small nose? What no good? If this is heard by Leo. I blushed secretly, but didn't want it to be noticed by Leo. It turns out that his eyes have been fixed on me. Especially at this moment. His eyes are deep. Baby. The annoying people are gone. Shall we continue? Under the light. His shadow is like a wild animal. I stared at his nose. It's not small at all. 12, but I really can't let go of my brother. I pushed away Leo's chest and took several deep breaths before suppressing the wild beating of my heart. No. I have to go home. I haven't been home all day and haven't informed anyone. My family will be worried. I am really worried about my brother. He called me several times, but I didn't hear. And he was dumped by Claire. As a relative, how can I not be by his side? But Leo refused to let me go no matter what and insisted on pressing his hot body against me. Speaking of your family, I'll take care of it. How about having a meal together sometime? Have a meal? Let's flip the table. Leo saw that I was hesitating and began to persuade me patiently. Look. It's just a meal. What are you afraid of? Anyway, we are going to get married. Isn't this inevitable sooner or later? Get married? Leo suddenly spoke solemnly. But I was shocked. Get married? We get married? No way. No way. I refused without thinking. My mind was in a mess. I don't want to get married, never wanted to. What's good about getting married? Sooner or later, there will be a divorce. Didn't Mom and Dad get divorced too? They were once so affectionate. But in the end they tore each other apart and each brought more than a dozen lawyers to fight a lawsuit. My brother and I became chips in their hands. It's meaningless. I thought fearfully. Looking up, Leo's face was already covered with dark clouds. You refused so bluntly. Do you really like me? I just don't want to get married. So you just want to play around? No. If you don't want to get married, you just want to play around. He shook off my hand, took his coat and went downstairs. Me? This is his house. Why is he leaving? Just as I was wondering, he turned back, finally remembering that this is his house. The person who should leave is me. I went to get my coat. What are you doing? He said coldly. Leaving here. I said in a low voice. I really feel sorry for him. I don't know. He wants marriage so much. If I had known, I wouldn't have provoked him. Stop right there. You hurt someone and you are still angry and leave? The person who should leave is me. After saying that, he took the car keys and left. From the window, I saw his car disappear rapidly into the night. In an instant, I felt extremely uncomfortable. Leo wants to get married so much. Will he find someone who likes getting married and not want me anymore? 13. A person returned home. My elder brother was waiting for me in the living room. Do you still know to come back? Where have you been? Me's house. He stared at me. Seeing that I didn't seem to be lying, he didn't say anything and got up and left. I called out to my elder brother, Brother, I remember you said that you don't want to get married either. Right? Because of our parents' failed marriage. My elder brother and I are deeply shadowed. For so many years. My elder brother has never had a girlfriend. He said he didn't want to delay others. Then what's the matter with him and Claire? I looked at my elder brother. My elder brother's face was solemn. After hesitating for a long time, he said, No. I think about it now. Then, he disappeared too. He didn't come back all night. Then he confined me for 3 whole days. The next day, a big piece of gossip appeared on my phone. President of the Pei family. Chase. Beat up president of the Gu family. There was no reason given either. Probably it was for Claire. When my elder brother saw her at Leo's house, he probably thought there was something going on between the two of them. And Claire wouldn't explain to my elder brother either. Pooh elder brother. 14. After this incident, Leo didn't contact me either. During the 3 days of confinement, I watched dramas every day, and my phone never rang. It should mean breaking up. On the 3rd day, I went to the small villa and moved all my things out. I didn't have many things of my own. Most of them were bought by Leo. But I think that if Leo finds a girl who is willing to get married, these clothes and skirts that I have worn will definitely be an eyesore to others. So I'd better take them all away, so that others won't have to see them. Therefore, it took a long time to pack. Until night fell. Someone came to the villa. I thought it was Leo. The hand that was packing my luggage trembled. But unexpectedly, it was Claire. She was obviously here to watch the joke. It really is you. My elder brother's beauty hidden in a golden house. I was not to be outdone. Didn't you also harm my elder brother? When I spoke, I used all my strength to close the suitcase. Claire looked at me and was speechless for a long time. Rainy, didn't you say my elder brother is ugly? How did you two get together? Can't she tell that I was speaking insincerely? Who told her to go back on her word at the beginning? Making me think about it for so many years and become an unfulfilled longing and a white moonlight. What about you? Didn't you also look down on my elder brother? How come you still make him fight for you? Claire, you are really something. My elder brother never fights. When Claire heard me say this, her eyes lit up for a moment. But soon they dimmed again. Being able to fight is useless. She cursed again. I was too lazy to pay attention to her, pushing several suitcases with my hands and feet. I left. But Claire directly grabbed me. Are you really leaving? Are you playing with my elder brother? After sleeping together for so long, don't you want to take responsibility? Is it a family tradition of the Pei family to be ungrateful and fickle? Why do I feel like she is criticizing indirectly? I looked at her and asked seriously, did my elder brother let you down? The kind where they have a relationship but don't get married. If so, then my elder brother is really excessive. There's no way. I am just double standard. Claire understood what I meant and blushed. No. If not, then why did she say ungrateful and fickle? So inexplicable. I'm leaving. Claire stamped her feet in anger. Don't go. You also said my elder brother is no good. Obviously it's your elder brother who is no good. His nose is so tall and big for nothing. Useless. I swear I just wanted to give an example to refute. What does the size of the nose have to do with it? Your elder brother's nose is also big. Halfway through speaking, Claire's eyes lit up. Is my elder brother also useless? I didn't mean that. Just as I was speechless, suddenly a dark shadow blocked my view. I looked back. Leo. And behind him. My elder brother. 15 normally. Leo and Chase. Two sworn enemies. Wouldn't stand together. However, the two of them had a fight last night. After mediation, Chase only then found out that Leo was actually the elder brother of his beloved. What a coincidence. His sworn enemy is actually his brother-in-law. He had already offended his beloved. And now this happens. So miserable. So after a whole night of contemplation, Chase decided to take the initiative to make concessions and turn hostility into friendship with Leo. But this guy Leo is really not a good person. He cut off a lot of his flesh all at once. At night, he even made him bring a good bottle of wine to his villa, saying that he scared his girlfriend last night, and he had to apologize. Too excessive. But for Mo Yun, he endured it. He heard that Mo Yun has a very good relationship with her elder brother. Just like him and Rainy. He and Mo Shichen have been sworn enemies for many years. Putting oneself in another's shoes. If Rainy found someone like Mo Shichen, he would definitely not agree. So it's normal for Leo to be unhappy when Mo Yun found him. He endured it at the same time. Leo is actually happy. His sister is proud and arrogant. It's still uncertain whether Chase can be promoted. For now, let him be an attendant. However, reality is so dramatic. Chase brings good wine and comes to the villa. And the person he wants to apologize to is actually his sister. His sister is also Leo's live-in girlfriend. Live-in. He is self-disciplined, and has never even touched Claire's hair. How dare Leo? He was so angry that he almost dropped the wine. If Claire weren't here, he would have dropped it. Rainy. If you don't want me to beat Leo to death, you'd better explain this clearly to me. 16 Leo has never regretted it so much. If he had known that his Rainy was Leo's girlfriend, he would never have let Chase sign so many disadvantageous contracts. President Pei. About those contracts we. Get out. Chase let out a breath of foul air. Damn it. Leo, this bastard actually slept with his sister. His sister who is like a budding flower. President Pei. Listen to me. I truly love Rainy. And Rainy is also sincere to me. Leo starts playing the emotional card. Chase glances at the suitcase in front of his sister and sneers. Really? Leo follows his gaze and his face turns black. I advise you not to be self-indulgent. And what's so good about you? My sister even doubts that you are impotent. Didn't your sister say the same about you? You are also impotent. Claire and I shuddered. Then, her body gradually moves backward. Is she going to slip away? No way. I wanted to. Wait for me, before I can take a step. We are caught. My brother said he has something to explain to Claire about how he really doesn't not want to get married. And I am left in the villa by Leo, including the luggage I packed all afternoon. He doesn't seem to want to waste words with me and get straight to the point. What's wrong with your nose? Do you still want to move? Do you really think I'm impotent? I tremble. It's over. Generally, when men are suspected, they will show their abilities. I will definitely be tortured to death by Leo. But unexpectedly, a trace of sadness appears on Leo's handsome face. Tell me in detail. Is it because I've been busy with work recently and haven't exercised? Me. Brother. You are really too self-abased. It's not. I didn't mean that. Then why do you still want to move? It must be that I didn't satisfy you. Me. I thought you were going to break up with me. You haven't contacted me for 3 days. I feel a little wronged. What kind of boyfriend doesn't contact for 3 days? I was thinking of a way. What way? A way to be with you without getting married. After all, the people in our family are very difficult to deal with. I am speechless. Fool. I didn't say I definitely won't marry you. What did you say? Nothing. I heard it. You said you will marry me next month. Me? Are you hard of hearing? 17 After this, my brother and Leo reached an unprecedented cooperation. There is also news in the business world that my brother wants an alliance through marriage. Claire mocks me very timely. Your brother is going to sell you. Me. Impossible. My brother is not that kind of person. I immediately go to find Chase. Unexpectedly. He is just about to find me. Me. Are you really going to sell me? He. I want to marry into the Gu family. Me. Oh. Oh. Sell yourself. Then I'm relieved. Wait. What did you say? I'm really angry and amused. He didn't even ask Leo for his consent. As a result, Leo said inferently, I've wanted to give up for a long time. Since my sister wants to do it, let her do it. And give a free laborer. How nice. Me. You said my brother is a laborer? If you want, I will also be your laborer. Leo affectionately teaches me to recognize the reality. Your brother has married into your family. There is only you left in your family. Don't you take on the responsibility. So? I still want to be a wealthy idler. 18 for this reason. I cry and make a scene and want my brother to change his mind. But as the sky is going to rain and my brother is going to get married, I can't stop it at all. I have to accept reality. I hate Claire. 3 years later, a new business war between the Gu and Pei families begins. At the beginning of the year, Claire and I are going to fly overseas to compete for business partners. This crazy woman calls Leo in the middle of the night. Brother, I beg you for one thing. Make sure she can't get out of bed tomorrow. If you can't do it, I'll introduce a little puppy to her at the next gathering. I call my brother immediately and use an even more ruthless move. Brother. Last time it was Claire who took me to find a little puppy. After hanging up the phone, I hug Leo and laugh heartily. Trying to frame me. I directly set fire to her backyard. After saying that, I only then realize that the man is gradually becoming abnormal. He smilingly grabs my hands. Oh, then have you thought about the fact that your backyard is also on fire? Listen to me explain. It's all business entertainment. Nonsense social engagements. The man threw away his tie and whispered in my ear. I will carry you to the airport tomorrow morning. My cheeks were burning hot. I pulled out my hand and hooked it around his neck. Don't carry me on your back. It's more comfortable to hold.